Picture this. You're holding a brand new quarter in your hand. The date reads 2023. The mint mark is a bold P, and on the reverse you see the graceful figure of Maria Talchif, America's very first major prima ballerina. You think it's just another modern coin worth 25 cents. But what if I told you that some collectors have already paid over $100,000 for one of these in pristine condition? Yes, you heard that right. A 2023 quarter turning into six figures. So why all the excitement? First, the history. Maria Talchif isn't just another name in American culture. She shattered barriers in the world of ballet, becoming the first Native American to hold international fame as a prima ballerina. She performed with the New York City Ballet, worked with George Balanchine, and became a symbol of grace and artistry. By honoring her on a quarter, the US Mint not only created a circulating coin, but also a living tribute to one of America's cultural icons. That historical weight instantly draws collector attention. But history alone doesn't create sky-high values. Rarity does. And that's where the 2023 Maria Talchif quarter surprises everyone. Yes, the mintage numbers are in the hundreds of millions. But as collectors know, survival in perfect condition is what counts. And the truth is, flawless coins are extraordinarily scarce. Right out of the press, quarters clatter against one another, creating scratches and bag marks. By the time they hit circulation, they're worn down further. Finding one in pristine, mint state perfection is like searching for a needle in a haystack. Now let's talk about the money. Early auction results shocked even veteran collectors. A Maria Talchif quarter, graded PCGS MS67 sold for around $12,800. Then another, slightly finer, broke past $28,000. Not long after, the first MS68 made headlines at over $74,500. And the record so far? A flawless, razor-sharp MS68 Plus example with blazing luster sold for an eye-popping $136,200. But here's the kicker. Experts believe that if a single MS69 were to surface, it could easily command $160,000 to $175,000 at auction for a modern quarter. Think about that. A quarter that could buy you a house, a luxury car, or even set up your retirement account. Why such wild numbers? The answer lies in supply and demand. Every year, registry collectors, the elite numismatists, who build top-ranked certified sets, battle for the best examples. With coins like this, there may only be a handful of flawless survivors. As demand grows, but supply stays nearly non-existent, prices leap higher and higher. This isn't speculation. It's the law of the numismatic market. More scarcity means more value. And every year, these coins grow scarcer as fewer high-grade rolls remain untouched. But it doesn't end with condition. Errors and varieties make the hunt even more exciting. Reports have already surfaced of double dies on the lettering and even minor off-center strikes. A strong double die could easily push past $40,000. And a dramatic off-center strike might bring in $65,000 or more if certified. Collectors love modern era coins, and when combined with the prestige of the American Women Quarters program, the demand is off the charts. So where can you actually find one? Start simple. Check your change. Yes, it sounds impossible, but history has shown again and again that collectors have pulled six-figure coins right out of circulation. Next, try bankrolls, order boxes of 2023 quarters, and search them carefully under magnification. Coin shows, estate sales, and even overlooked listings online can yield treasures. The important part is knowing what to look for. Sharp details, blazing luster, and zero contact marks. And when you do find one, that's where selling comes in. Never try to cash it in at face value. The smart move is certification. Send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A raw coin might bring in a few thousand, but a certified MS68 can multiply that value 10 times over. Once graded, the best venues to sell are major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Legend Rare Coin Auctions. Even eBay can work. But the big money almost always flows through professional numismatic auctions where serious collectors compete. At the end of the day, the 2023 Maria Talchif quarter is proof that treasures still exist in plain sight. A coin that most people overlook as pocket change has already turned into a life-changing windfall for those lucky enough to spot perfection. So the next time you're handed a handful of quarters, don't dismiss them. Look closely, because hidden in that roll or pocket change could be a coin worth $175,000, a single 2023 Maria Talchif quarter that might just change your life forever. Imagine pulling a brand new quarter from your change, looking at it for a moment, and then realizing it isn't just spare change at all. It could actually be worth a staggering fortune. That's the reality of the 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter. While it was struck for everyday circulation as part of the US Mint's American Women Quarters program, certain high-grade examples and rare varieties are already making headlines, with collectors willing to pay shocking amounts of money. The first thing to understand is why this coin carries such importance. Bessie Coleman wasn't just another historical figure. She was the first African American and Native American woman to earn a pilot's license. Her story is one of courage, resilience, and breaking barriers. That makes this coin far more than just a piece of metal. It's a piece of American history. Add in the fact that collectors love modern quarters with errors, and suddenly this coin goes from pocket change to potential treasure. Now let's talk about the money, and it is jaw-dropping. Early on, when the first perfect PCGS MS67 and MS68 examples were graded, the numbers were already incredible. We're not talking a few $100s. One pristine MS67 was reported selling in the $18,500 range. Then a high-end MS68 shot even higher, reaching $42,750 at auction. But the real fireworks came with registry competition. A flawless MS68 Plus sold privately for a staggering $128,900, and experts are already whispering that if a true MS69 surfaces, it could push into the $150,000, $175,000 range. Think about that for a second. A 2023 quarter, the kind you might see every day, trading for over six figures. Why? The answer is scarcity with imperfection. Millions of 2023 Bessie Coleman quarters were minted for circulation, but nearly all of them pick up scratches, bag marks, or dull strikes right off the press. Finding one that's perfectly struck, with brilliant luster, free of flaws, that's where the scarcity comes in. The supply of flawless coins is tiny, and in numismatics, when supply is microscopic and demand is growing, values skyrocket. Every year, more collectors are chasing registry sets, and every year the competition gets fiercer. That means scarcity compounds over time, and so does price. But it's not just grades that drive these wild numbers. There are already reports of error varieties, doubled dies on the lettering, weak strikes, and off-center misprints. Even minor errors can turn into four-figure sales quickly. A dramatic off-center strike could easily command $25,000 to $40,000, while a dramatic double die could push $60,000 or more if certified by PCGS or NGC. Combine that with the cultural importance of Coleman's legacy, and you have a recipe for long-term collector demand. Imagine this. You're at the grocery store, you get change, and tucked among dull modern coins is a 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter. To most people, it's just 25 cents. But to the right collector, that very coin, if flawless, or if it carries a rare variety, could change your life. This isn't just theoretical. It's happening now. The records are being broken as we speak, and the ceiling isn't even in sight. Now let's consider where you might actually find one. Roll hunting remains one of the most popular strategies. Banks still have rolls of 2023 quarters, and searching through them can be surprisingly rewarding. Estate sales, coin shows, and even eBay listings are also worth watching. Sometimes sellers don't realize what they have, and of course in everyday pocket change, these coins are still turning up. The key is careful inspection under good lighting and magnification, because one small detail can make the difference between a common 25-cent piece and a six-figure rarity. When it comes to selling, collectors should always remember, certification is everything. A raw coin might sell for a few hundred, but once it's graded and encapsulated by PCGS or NGC, the value can multiply many times over. That's why smart collectors send high-quality finds in for professional grading. And when it's time to cash out, major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or even eBay with the right audience are all proven venues. In the end, the 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter is a perfect storm. Modern relevance, a historic figure, heavy collector interest, scarce high-grade survivors, and already some of the most shocking prices we've ever seen for a modern and circulating quarter. It proves one thing. Hidden treasures are still out there, even in 2023 pocket change. So the next time you get quarters in your change, don't overlook them. Because that one coin, that one flawless Bessie Coleman Quarter, could be the one that turns spare change into a life-changing windfall, a coin worth over 150,000 dirham, just waiting to be discovered.